Well, welcome back to my channel, guys. Look what's finally turned up. It's only taken 3 weeks, but this is this camper trailer I've been banging on about. If you're new to this channel, I'm Michael, and I do motorcycle related content. Be it working on my Harley, my Suzuki, or even possibly the Honda, which is a future project. And now we get to do the camper trailer and all the bullshit related to it. Let's get going. As I said to you, I thought I'd do a bit of an unboxing with you. I'm not quite sure how exciting this will be for you, but it's very exciting for me. So let's get into it. So this is how it's arrived on a pallet. It weighs 120 kilos. And it's all wrapped up and secure. They deliver it with a truck and a forklift, but it's more the size than the weight is the issue. It's pretty much completed. I've got to attach the drawbar and just connect the lighting to it. This one I've had powder coated in gunmetal grey. And I've had it lowered 65mm. Tow behind the Harley. I've had a 360-degree swivel tow bar added to it, and 2 extra 5-litre fuel tanks. So as you can see, that's basically the trailer without the drawbar, and there's also a toolbox that goes on the front. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with that already. As I said, I need to attach the drawbar to it and plug in the wiring. So I'll take it off the pallet and we'll get back to that. Okay, as you can see, I've taken it off the pallet, which took all of about 2 minutes. All the extra parts, there's 2 locks on the side, just in here. There's one on the side. All the extra parts, including the spare wheel, should be in here, yes. So they're a 10-inch wheel. They're only small, but it's only a small trailer. I don't know if you can see how much storage there is under this, but it's a lot to carry various things while I'm going camping. This is the draw hitch. With my 7-pin plug and my 360-degree 1 7/8 inch swivel tow hitch. This is what's been the delay. The regular supplier from America wasn't able to provide them, and so they had to source another supplier, and that was what the delay was. So I'll put the rear door back up, I'll lower the legs and we'll tilt it around and we'll put the drawbar on. So as you can see, it is a torsion axle suspension. So it's all pretty simple. There's 2 connector plugs here for the lights, and they just clip in and lock on. The tow hitch connects to, or the torsion hitch connects to the axle, and then one to the body. Both 17mm, I think. No, it's 15 at the top, 17 at the bottom. The trailer doesn't actually come with instructions, but as you can see from the simplicity of this, you don't really need them. Just a tiny little bit of common sense, I think. As I said, because I tow this behind the Harley, I've got it lowered 65mm because they're fairly low. But if you were to tow it behind a car or something similar, you wouldn't really need to do it. You can remove the tent part of this trailer in about 5 minutes, I am led to believe. So even then, if you wanted just a little utility trailer, it's an easy conversion to do. I've had this trailer powder coated in gunmetal grey. You can also have it done in silver, or you can have it left natural, which is galvanised aluminium. But I chose to go a little bit darker to stay with the theme of the bike. So the axle bolt are both 17 mils, and the forward mount, the top bolt was 15, I think, because of the area it was covering. And 17 mil on the lower bolt. This doesn't have electric brakes, but if you were to carry more weight on a more permanent basis, you can fit electric brakes to it. As I said, the trailer just locks in the tail light plugs, which is a 5-pin bayonet mount. So as you can see, I'm not quite sure if you can, they're just a twist and turn plug, and then the cables go up. And the cables go up and just attach to the body. Me personally, once I know they're around the right way, because there was no indicator saying they're a different way, I might actually just put a rubber mount or something on here, just so they don't rub. Or I'll put a zip tie or something just on the top of that bar. Just, they're firm, but just in case, only for my benefit. As you can see, it's been powder coated with a stone finish. So now we'll go put the toolbox on and the front wheel jockey. As you may have gathered already, this assembly of this trailer is so simple. As I said, I have a toolbox here that attaches to the front. It has 2 locks on it and plenty of storage when it's in place. It is actually riveted on, so I'm having to borrow a rivet gun because I don't have one. As for the spare tyre, I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to put that. Oh, I do know, it goes underneath in front of the axle. That's where it appears to be on most of them. So I'll just lift up this toolbox. As I said, I need to get a hot rivet gun to attach it, which I don't have at the moment. I'm waiting for a friend to bring one around. So it just simply goes over the drawbar and attaches. I have seen a couple with it at the rear, but they must have carried a lot in their toolbox. So they've done that to counteract it. Further down the track, I think I'd like to get these little rims chromed and possibly even small white wheels so it matches the trailer and matches the motorbike. But as I said, get something further down the line. So that's very secure without any effort at all. Adding my 10-inch by 4-inch tyre. So they're quite small, but for the weight of the trailer, they are very sufficient for highway travelling. Just so we have the full experience, I'm going to wheel this around in my backyard and we'll set it up for the very first time together and see how we go. See how simple it really is. Now, not really knowing which way is the best way to set this up, I'm thinking I'll spin it round, and because the opening's at the opposite end, so we'll spin it round and we'll have the opening at this end. As I said, I haven't unwrapped it, touched it or whatever, so we're going to be doing this together. So, again with my super cheap trailer, just pick it up, rotate it round. lower the stabilisers. You can also use these as the jacks when you need to pump up your wheel, because the trailer's so light. Okay, here we go. Heavy duty Velcro straps just to keep it all nice and neat. This cover zips off, so that's what you can put in the trailer. It does slide out completely, but I probably won't do it today. Only because I won't have it set up here for long. Just trying to find the zip there. Beauty zip all the way around. And this is rubberized, so it's nice and waterproof. And it has a rail track here. Oh look, I'll slide it out, just so we have the full effect. I bought an additional awning to go with this out the front. I'm guessing that's what all this is. Another D-ring here, just a simple flip it down. And the moment of truth. Literally 3 minutes. And in this bag there is some flexible rods to keep the windows and things open. So okay, there's 6 poles involved in this. There's 2 super long ones and 2 shorter ones. So the shorter ones go in the sides on this. And there should be, oh yeah, there's some holes just here. These flex and they just go in the hole. Oh, okay, so it's fairly firm and it's springy and it keeps it all flexed out. Another one on this side, and these go in at like a 45-degree angle. So this is actually the opening of it on this side. So I'll roll this up. So I'll just finish putting the flies in and I'll come back to you then. Okay, well, for my first attempt it took me 10 minutes. Once I found out where the holes and everything goes, it was pretty quick. So there's 3 overhead poles that fit into pockets. 1, 2, 3. Then I mentioned the 2 larger poles, so they fit in, and then there's a track underneath that they fit into. I put the additional poles down there. I've also got an awning that goes with this, so I can keep my motorbike out of cover. But the top comes off in 5 minutes. There's only a couple of small bolts in there to take that off. But for my first attempt, I'm thinking 10 minutes wasn't too bad. So it has roll-up blinds both ends and openings from both ends, so you can open it right up if you wanted to. And on the sides there's fly screens and a water shield inside. Obviously a step ladder. Now I'm thinking this is a 3-inch mattress, so that's pretty good, and it's a queen size, so it's fairly roomy. So hang on, we'll just climb up inside. So inside's fairly roomy. I'm 6'1", and there's plenty of room there for me. There's a roof vent, so there's plenty of room. There's a couple of pockets here for your bibs and bobs. And overall, as I said, the side windows, overall, this is fantastic. I'm on a little bit of a slope at the moment, but the stabilisers seem to treat it well. And this is great. 3 minutes to, if you needed to be, you could be out of the rain in 3 minutes. But overall, I'd probably allow, with the poles, and it's windy today too, so with the poles, I'd probably say 5 to 10 minutes maximum. Especially now I know where they all go and how they go in. So that's pretty good. So you put the large external versions of these in the pockets first, and then the smaller awnings. So this is great. And I'm thinking it would probably, once you got the poles out of the way, it would probably take 3 or 4 minutes to break down as well. The hardest part would probably be putting the cover on it and back into the lockdown travel mode, so it doesn't flap around. But when I get around to doing that, I'll mention that in another video, and we'll see how we go. So if you like this sort of content, give us a like and a thumbs up. Subscribe, that would be great. I'm starting to get a little bit of traction, so it's all starting to move now. So this is Michael, and you've been watching My Cycle. Bye for now.